Welcome. We are getting ready to play AWS Cloud Quest. I am your host, Greg Powell, and we are going to navigate the virtual city of AWS Cloud Quest, and we're going to help the virtual citizens of the city solve their problems leveraging AWS solutions. I don't know if you've had a chance to play this yet, but it's pretty awesome. I had this idea, what if I was to stream the gameplay of this and kind of live stream it. So we'll see what you think. This is interactive, so I'm not going to pretend to know all the answers here on purpose. So definitely leave your comments, and if they're pretty clever, pretty witty, I might even display your comment on the live stream. So don't be shy. We are going to start this thing. I'll probably start off with showing you the interface here. And one of the things you have to do with AWS Cloud Quest is create an avatar. So I spent a lot of time creating my avatar. We'll see how I did. Let you check it out. Okay, let's start the game. I like this music. Bum, 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 bum. All right. Okay, so welcome to the virtual city here. Let's go and click on my avatar. You can customize your avatar in this, which makes it very interesting. Let's look and see how I did. So yeah, I got the got the hair going, Got the beard. I think I did pretty good. Got the height on maximum because I'm tall. Composition, I don't know. I don't want to make myself too big here. Shape. Put some extra muscles on me. And I got my head size all the way to the maximum because I got a big head. So yeah, let me know how I did on this. And that's me. So we're going to navigate this. Even got the headphones on. I'm not sure what I'm doing with the headphones on, but I got them on there. Okay, so yeah, that's how you create your avatar. I don't want to change mine because I got mine perfect. This is how you would do that. And guess what? My avatar's name is Thoughtful Techie. Big surprise there, right? Let's go ahead and save that because I don't want to mess it up. All right, so you can navigate the city here using keyboard controls or the mouse. So I'm just going to kind of explore. I got this guy over here waving here at me. Let me. He looks a little excited, but I'm not gonna go over there just yet. Let me zoom out a little bit, kind of show you the city. I'm not sure why we got a giraffe walking down the street here, but we do. You can click on these things; they're interactive. They say little snarky things, so I'm gonna click on this giraffe and see what they have to say. You think I'm a pet? Nope. Yeah. So a lot of the people and the little pets that walk around. Let's say there's a lady here. Let me see what she's up to. Click your screen once to regain control, then switching between the lab instructions. Okay, there's a guy here wearing a hat. He looks pretty interesting. Okay, yeah, so they don't feel like talking, so. I'm gonna go over here. Oh, you can actually even equip yourself with transportation. They give you a skateboard by default, so. Let me zoom in here on my skateboard. I'm trying not to run that lady over. And then I can skateboard my way over to this guy here. He's waving at me. See what he's up to. So this gentleman here says, "What a sad sight. The beach is totally empty. I am counting on you to solve this." Okay, so let's see what's up here. I'm going to get 100 gems if I pass this. I'm going to get 3 customization items and plus 10 points for Amazon S3. Interesting. Let's go to the Solution Center. Well, I'm pretty tall relative to him. Still wearing my headphones. That's not very friendly. I should probably take those off. Okay, so we're going to the Solution Center here. Okay, so I am on the Cloud Computing Essentials track. So this is specifically aligned to Cloud Practitioner exam goals. And this is also one of the roles that's free under AWS Skill Builder that you don't actually have to pay any money for. But I do highly recommend the full subscription. It gives you a ton more stuff. But we're going to do the free stuff here. Now, what's nice about it is, yes, this is gamified, but they've also planted a lot of goodness into this here. And allow you to look at video concepts to prepare you to learn more about the services that you need to know about to do the activity. So we're not going to watch all of the videos in advance because in this case, you got me here driving. So I'm going to drive through the labs and kind of talk about what I'm doing, but I'm just going to show you the interface because when you're, standalone doing this yourself, you'll be pretty self-sufficient. But let's click on video concepts here and see what this has to say. So there's 3 videos here. The first video is an Amazon S3 overview. Let's click on that and see what it's about. We may not watch the whole thing, but I just kind of want you to get familiar with what the interface looks like.
Amazon S3 overview. Amazon Simple Storage Service. Amazon S3 is an object storage service. An object consists of data and metadata. The metadata is a set of name-value pairs that describe the object. Buckets are containers for objects stored in S3. An object is uniquely identified within a bucket by a key. The object named photo/puppy.jpg is stored in the John Smith bucket, and it is addressable using this URL: http://johnSmith.s3.region.amazonaws.com/photos/puppy.jpg. Amazon S3 offers industry-leading scalability, data availability, security, and performance. Customers of all sizes and industries can use it to store and protect any amount of data for a range of use cases, such as websites, mobile applications, backup and restore, archive, enterprise applications, IoT devices, and big data analytics. Amazon S3 offers industry-leading performance, scalability, availability, and durability. It can easily meet fluctuating demands by automatically scaling your storage resources up and down without upfront investments or resource procurement cycles. Amazon S3 is designed for 11 nines of data durability because it automatically creates and stores copies of all S3 objects across multiple systems.
We'll watch this
means
in
your
its
data
entirety.
is available when needed and protected against failures, errors, and threats. Amazon S3 also offers unmatched security, compliance, and audit capabilities. It secures your data from unauthorized access with encryption features and access management tools. S3 is the only object storage service that allows you to block public access to all of your objects at the bucket or the account level with S3 Block Public Access. You should enable block public access for all accounts and buckets that you do not want publicly accessible. S3 maintains compliance programs such as PCI DSS, HIPAA High-Tech, FedRAMP, EU Data Protection Directive, and FISMA to help you meet regulatory requirements. AWS also supports numerous auditing capabilities to monitor access requests to your S3 resources. Amazon S3 is the most supported cloud storage service. You can choose to work with a partner from the AWS Partner Network (APN), which is the largest community of technology and consulting cloud services providers. The migration partners can help you to transfer data to Amazon S3. The storage partners offer S3 integrated solutions for primary storage, backup and restore, archive, and disaster recovery. You can also purchase an AWS integrated solution directly from the AWS Marketplace, which lists over 250 storage-specific offerings.
Cool. So we're going to put a pause on that. That's your overview of Amazon S3. crash course on S3. But yeah, this allows you to be self-sufficient. I'm going to jump out of these video concepts and start getting into the fun stuff. So let's learn more about the use case that we need to solve for the island residents of the AWS Cloud Quest city. So the island residents are here, represented by this little icon. We need a portal which gives the island residents wave info. Apparently, this particular functionality is not available. So the citizen that I just spoke with would like you and I to resolve this. So we need to use Amazon S3 to store and retrieve the static website that we're going to set up. You can navigate via the various diagram steps here. We're going to store data in S3, work with resources known as buckets and objects. That's where our code is going to be put. Nice thing is all the code is provided for you within the lab here. Talks about the solution is going to use an S3 bucket to host a static website, and it's going to be easy to set up, scale, that type of thing. The files will support the web page functionality. And there's going to be a URL that will be generated that will allow us to access the HTML site. And we're also going to put a bucket policy to control the permissions on this particular files in the objects in the bucket. And that policy is written via something called JSON, JavaScript Object Notation format. It's very common, JSON. And let's see, any other thing we need to know? See, the island residents will visit the island web portal for the wave information. And this will invoke a GET request from the portal to the URL of the static web page. And that is also known as the initial root object, which is named index.html. And that's pretty much it. Then there's going to be a do-it-yourself portion, which is going to be a watch me do it portion of the solution, where we're going to rename the index.html within the S3 bucket to waves.html. And then we will update the S3 bucket settings to use the renamed root object. Alrighty. So let's see how much we can get through this here. This is all experimental. So definitely, if you have questions, feel free to ask those. I am watching the comments, so I will see those. So yeah, definitely. Please engage with me, because it makes it more fun for both you and I. Okay, let's look at the plan. So we have to create an S3 bucket, configure the S3 bucket web hosting, and then upload the files to the S3 bucket. And then for bonus extra credit, we have to rename the index.html to the waves.html. Okay, let's go to practice. All right, I'm going to go ahead and click on Start the Lab. Now, starting the lab is going to provision an AWS account, a real AWS account where we can actually, get hands-on with this. So let me start the lab here. Oh wow, the lab is already ready, and it's set to self-destruct in 1 hour and 19 minutes. So let's see here. I'm gonna open the console. We're gonna teeter-totter back and forth between the console and the instructions. Okay, let's see what happens here. Let me just double check on something here real quick. Let me go into S3. Okay, good. This is nice and blank, because I actually did this lab the other day, and I terminated it, so I wanted to make sure everything was gone. Let me just go back here. Okay, cool. I don't want to skip any steps. Okay, so we're going to take it just as it is here. All right. So let's go look at the steps. We're on step 1 now, and it says review the lab objectives in the concepts field. We already did that. Start the lab to provision your environment and then click open the console. We've done that. Please follow the lab instructions carefully and use the arrows between to navigate the steps. All right, we've done all that. We know what we need to do. All right, step 1 is complete. Only 26 more steps to go. All right, so step 2, we need to click the lab files tab. And then we need to download labcode.zip file to download that. So let's go ahead and do that. I'm going to go to lab files here. And beside here, I'm going to click this to download it. Okay, I have downloaded this. Let's get rid of that. So that's downloaded to my desktop. So we're good to go there. Now we're going to jump back over here to the steps. And after we've downloaded that file to our desktop, we just go to the next step. Okay. Step 3 is going to be double-click the zip folder to extract the content, then review the files. You will see 5 files listed below. All right, I'm going to do this offline on my end. Let me do that right now. Give me a second. So let me confirm that I've done that. Lab code zip. Okay, I've extracted this on my machine. I'm looking at the files on my machine and it matches up perfectly with what we have here. Awesome. So let's put this to the side. All right. Okay, we see the files that are looking good. Now we're going to the next step. This is step 4. So step 4, we need to go to the AWS console page tab, and in the services field, we need to, it says here, type S3. I don't think we're going to need to type it because it's already there for us. So you go to the management console. It's already listed as a recently visited service. So I can just click on it. But let's say it wasn't there. You know, there's a lot of AWS services. If I don't want to dig and try to hunt for them, I could type S3 here, and then it'll search for them and pop up there. So yeah, I could do it either way. So I'll go ahead and click on it here since I've already pulled it up. Okay, so now we're actually in the S3 service. Okay, now I'm going to go back over to Cloud Quest and see what we got going here. What I like about the steps is that, you know, there are a bunch of steps, but what they do is they really break down kind of the larger task into individual components, which I think is a lot easier because it decreases the confusion. So we've done that. We've opened up S3. Let's go to step 5 here. Oops. Step 5 says click Create Bucket. Note if you see a note about temporarily re-enabling the previous S3 console, click Switch. Okay, I don't think we have to worry about that. So we're going to go back to the console, flip back over here, and click on Create the Bucket, which is over here. Okay, so we're going to create the bucket. Now, I am going to go back to instructions. Step 6 is type a unique name for your bucket. Then copy this name in a text editor or write it down. You will need this specific bucket name during the DIY portion. All right. So I'm going to call this Thoughtful Techie 123. So that's my bucket name. Let me go back over here. We need to make sure this is in the U.S. East Northern Virginia region. Okay, let's hit the drop down here and put that in Northern Virginia. Oh, that's interesting. now it's just listing global as the option. Let me copy this real quick and see what's up with this. There's 3. Right bucket. Oh, that's bizarre. Not sure why these are grayed out. Well, let's keep going to see what happens. Okay, yeah. I have done this lab before. So this is a net new. Oh, okay. I got you. Let's see what it's doing here. We'll get through it. Okay. I think we're good. Let's see what's up. Okay, US East 1, AWS region, scroll down. Next step here. Okay. Okay, we scroll down and to scroll down, go to next steps. Okay. In the object ownership section, choose ACLs enabled. Let's go and do that. ACLs enabled. And then under the object ownership, choose object writer. Okay, object writer. Nice. Okay, then we go to the next step. Next step is to click to deselect block all public access. So we're going to deselect that and then click on acknowledge. So we're unselecting block all public access. Keep in mind now, this is for a website. All right, for a website. You don't want to do this for a typical bucket that just has objects and data in it. But for this lab purposes and this website, we're going to do it. I'll check that, and then we are acknowledging that the current settings might result in this bucket and objects being public, which they will. Okay, we've done that. Now let's go to the next step. Scroll down to the default encryption section. Under server-side encryption, choose enable and accept the default encryption key and click create bucket. All right, so we're gonna scroll down to default encryption. We're gonna say enable. We're gonna keep the default key. That looks pretty good. Let's confirm it. Yep, enable. Yep. And I'm gonna click on create the bucket. All right, so let's create the bucket. Boom, let's see what happens. All right, we have created the Thoughtful Techie 123 S3 bucket in Northern Virginia, US East 1. Let's go back to our steps here. Okay, step 10, click view details, then go to the next step. So this is just having us kind of navigate the kind of the UI. Details. Okay, view details. We do that. This is our bucket here. There's nothing in it. Let's go back over to our steps. Okay. Step 11, click upload. Go to the next step in this guide. Okay. So I'm actually going to do it a different way. Let's see here a second. Hold on a second. a second here. I want to do it a different way. Oh, perfect. Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm going to do a drag and drop on mine. Okay, so if you do upload, you can navigate your directory structure to figure out where your files are. I already have my Finder window open with my files, so I'm going to drag and drop on the UI because it's going to be easier for me. So the files we need to add are going to be the index.html, main.js, style.css, and the target-file.csv. These are the files we want to upload. So I'm going to look at my Finder and make sure I copy all these. Cool. And then I'm going to go back over here to the UI and drag and drop these right here. Bam. Okay, now I've dragged and dropped, so you see what's happened here. It's made note of all the files right here. But we have to scroll down because this is just the selection of the files by dragging and dropping them. We haven't actually uploaded them yet. So we got to do that. So I'm going to go down to upload. Boom. Okay, it's uploading those 4 files. Upload has succeeded. All right. And we've uploaded those. We are going to go to the next step. Step lucky 13. All right. Hopefully everything goes well here. Nothing goes off the rails. So step 13 is review to verify that all the files have been uploaded, and then click close and go to next steps. Okay, so we are looking at all the files here, or objects. We needed the index, the main, the styles, and the target file. Those are all succeeded. The instructions said we need to click on close. So click close here. So that's good to go. And we're going to go to step 14. Step 14 is in the objects section, choose index.html, and then click on the actions drop-down menu. Review the available options. You will see different options to manage your objects, such as rename, copy, or download. So it doesn't want us to do anything just yet. It just kind of wants us to get comfortable with the UI. So I'm going to go, let's see, it wants us to look at index.html. And then it says click on the actions to look at the various things you can do. You can download, you can rename, you can edit a storage class, all types of different stuff. But it doesn't actually want us to do it right now. So now we're ready for the next step. Now it wants us to go back and click on properties. So let's go back over here, click on properties up here. Bucket overview. Our bucket is in US East, Northern Virginia, US East 1. This is our Amazon resource name of the bucket. All the different kind of metadata that is available to us on this bucket is listed here on the properties. So again, no actions needed, just kind of looking things over. All right, step 16, scroll down to static website hosting and click edit. All right. Static website hosting. Where are you? There we go. Here it is at the bottom. Static website hosting. Oh, I'm blocking the screen here a little bit. Let me slide over. Okay, let me click on edit. Okay, we clicked on edit. And it says go to the next step. Cool, and it says on the static web hosting, choose enable. Okay, and then under the hosting type, choose host a static website. Under index document type, index.html. Okay, so I got 3 steps here. We're going to choose enable hosting type static. Enable hosting type is static. And then for our index document type is index.html. which pretty easy, index.html already. And it says go to the next step. We're getting closer. We're getting closer, y'all. Step 18, scroll to the bottom of the page. Oh yeah, by the way, remember everything I'm doing here, you can actually do this as well. Self-paced, go to AWS Skill Builder, look for the Cloud Quest for Cloud Practitioner, and just sign up for that. It's free, and you can kind of navigate this again to your heart's content. Okay, scroll down to the bottom of the page and click Save Changes. Okay, let's flip back over here and do that. Save changes. Bam. We've saved the changes. Let's go to the next step. Step 19, click the Permissions tab and review the block public access bucket settings to verify that block all public access is off. So let's go back to Permissions and block all public access is off because we did that earlier in an earlier step. We're just confirming it. And then in the bucket policy section, click Edit. So we're going to flip back over here to the bucket policy. This is where we're going to do some JSON. The JSON document is provided to us. It's pretty much completely written. There's a variable in there that we have to swap out and fix. So let me say edit here. Okay. And what we're going to do is, from that point, we go to the next step. Okay, next step. Step 20. Step 20 is click the icon to copy your bucket's ARN. Delete the content in the policy editor. Okay. We don't have any code in our policy editor, and I'm actually going to do things slightly differently because I'm just different like that. I'm going to actually, on my local machine here, open up my policy.txt file because I want to show you what I'm doing. And I'm going to copy this into the policy editor. So now I've copied this into the policy editor. Okay. Now notice here on line 11, there's a little red line here talking about there's an error. That's because there's a placeholder in here for you to put our actual bucket ARN. All right. And ARN just stands for Amazon Resource Name. And we're going to reference what our bucket is. This is our bucket here. But let's just go back and look at what we need to do. I know what we need to do next, but I want to let you know what we need to do next. So what we're going to do is we've already opened up the policy text file. I opened it up offline, and they've underlined it here. There's a variable that's just put in here that needs to be a copy replace your bucket ARN. We got to go in there and replace that. We're going to replace the your bucket ARN placeholder with the bucket ARN we're going to copy, and we're going to leave on that /star. Okay. So let's do that now. Go back over here. I'm going to copy my bucket ARN. Click on this. Okay, that's copied. You see that? I'm actually, I'm blocking the code a little bit. Let's move this out the way. Didn't realize that. Cool. All right, let's scroll up here so you can see it. Okay, good. You can see it now. Perfect. And we're going to highlight this right here. Remember, we're leaving the slash and the star there. Let's see if we can paste it in there without blowing this up. Boom. Okay, we got it in there. Cool. Got it right there. And let's go back over to our Cloud Quest instructions. And it says go to the next steps. Okay. Copy all the updated content of the policy.txt file and paste it in the policy ARN. Did that. Review, ensure the ARN ends with the, yep, did that. And scroll to the bottom of the page. Okay, we're going to scroll all the way to the bottom of the page. And I'm guessing it's going to tell us to save the changes. But let's not assume anything. Let's see what it does. Okay. Go to next steps. Step 23, we're almost done. Yes, step 23 is click Save Changes. Ignore the error alert. Let's see, what error do we have to ignore? Save changes. Okay, I don't see any errors here. Successfully edited the bucket policy. Okay, you see there's our bucket policy in there. So this is going to give our Thoughtful Techie 123 bucket. We're going to allow S3 get object access on this bucket. This is going to allow us to pull the index.html file, which will render the static website. Okay, we have saved the changes. Let's go to the next step, step 24. We're going to click Properties and scroll to the static web hosting. Okay. Properties, scroll to static web hosting. Okay, static web hosting. There we go. Okay. And then go to the next step. Review the settings to verify that the bucket hosting is listed under hosting type. Okay, let's confirm. Yes, hosting type is bucket hosting. Boom, right there. Okay, this is exciting. All right. Okay. Click the icon to copy your bucket website. Woohoo! Let's copy our bucket website URL. Click on this. Bam. Copied on this. And then we're going to go back to Cloud Quest. Okay. Go to the next step. Open a new window or browser tab and then paste your Amazon S3 bucket website endpoint you copied into the the address bar. Press the enter key to load the website. All right, we are about to see if we have helped the citizens of AWS Cloud Quest. Let's see if we did it. Click on this. I'm going to paste and go. Boom. Yes. Our website is up and operational. The beach wave conditions are now available to the citizens of AWS Cloud Quest. Woohoo! Yeah. Let's let's see if we can get a little. Let's see here. Yay! Crowd is going wild. Those are the citizens of AWS Cloud Quest going crazy right now. All right, let's go back here. Next steps. Congratulations, you have completed the practice section. Woohoo! All right, we are done for today. I hope you enjoyed this gamified experience. I know I did. Something I'm doing here, thinking about streaming these Cloud Quest. If you think it was helpful, make sure you drop me a comment, give me some feedback. I'd like to hear from you, see if you enjoyed it. But yeah, I am getting ready to sign off here for now. And we shall see you next time. Take care of yourself.